Game 3 of the NAF Championship Live version. And it was my Chaos Pact, this time against some Dwarfs. This time we had guard, and a bit more guard. No, Mighty Blow and some guard. So yeah, don't mind playing Dwarfs. Always a challenge, isn't it? And if my big guys are on fire, then we can bully them, and that's cool. So yeah, I've got my standard setup. Had the big guys on the line, and that's against sort of weaker teams, I guess. So I immediately took the big guys off the line because they're likely to get munched by dwarfs. If that's the thing, let's turn that sound off. Actually, let's leave it. It's fine. Right. So he started with a push, which is just a couple of pushes on my. Oh no, he got rid of one guy immediately. Did he? Where'd he go? Oh no, yeah, no pushes. Yeah, started with pushes on the orc and on the marauder on the line. And then got badly hurt, so I used that straight away on the marauder because it was badly hurt, so it came back. So it's reasonable, I think, to use the Apo when you get a badly hurt. Troll went down, and the troll stay was next to the Minotaur. Was good news, and fairly standard cage. Wild animal was slightly unhelpful, left me into a bit of base contact. And then that was this was a poor piece of play. So I put the Skaven there and then blocked the blocker. But then the only place left to push was into space. So having the Skaven there was completely useless. It was just I don't even know why I did that, to be honest. Oh well. Sometimes you look back and you think, oh, what was I going there? So and then the Skaven got punched, but survived. So that was alright. And then he got punched as well, so a fair bit of punching going on, but no damage as of yet, so that's good. And then he ran forward a bit, not very secure over there. So getting a bit wibbly wobbly. He's running away from his team, which I think is good from my point of view. Now, at this point, worth noting that a bottle of balsamic vinegar crashed in the kitchen, and I went to go and help it. And so I said, "Be right back," and I helped clear up some stuff. And then I came back, and then I did this. Yeah. So I dodged with the troll. I dodged with the troll from there to there because I did not see this little ginger fellow just here. So I didn't manage the 7+ dodge, surprisingly. It's fairly cataclysmic. Lots of my players out of position. Only one in base contact. No, two in base contact. The goblin. It was pretty unfortunate because obviously the Minotaur was going to come around here and duff people up, but wasn't to be, sadly. So the goblin got smooshed, which is unfortunate, and just completely out of position. So my drive was messed up quite badly. And at this point, I was like, "Oh, okay. Well, what am I going to do now?" Important not to sort of let your head drop when something like that happens, basically. There's a lot in Blood Bowl where people think, oh, I've had bad dice at X point, but you need to sort of start each turn with thinking, right, okay, here is the situation, how can I make the best of this situation? So I needed him to score quickly, so ideally he'd have just run the ball in there, but he didn't want to do that because he knows how to play Blood Bowl, it seems. So I went for the blitz with the Dark Elf. So that was the 3-up dodge, 2-up dodge, 2-up dodge, 2 go for it's to hit the ball carrier, and just making life complicated for him, basically. Got the POW, which is good news, and the ball scattered into the end zone, which is pretty cool. Which means that he can't pick up the ball without scoring, which is a interesting situation. He only managed. He pushed the Dark Elf and then pushed him again. So the Dark Elf was still on his feet, which is pretty cool. It's just basically a tricky situation for the Dwarf to deal with in an interesting way. So he picked up the ball and scored. So I had 4 turns to score back. So obviously it was fairly disastrous. This was pretty rubbish kick. 4 turns to score back. You don't want to see the ball right in the corner. But there we go. And at this stage, so a little bit of duffing, but I've got 4 turns. I'm going to hand off to the Skaven and then run up the pitch, basically. So setting up for a drive up the top of the screen. Annoying blitzer in the way. Shouldn't probably have blitzed with the ogre, because if that had gone wrong, that would have been pretty rubbish. But it didn't bonehead, so that was fine. And then my Minotaur frenzied his Longbeard over to there, made the handoff, and was able to run forward. So this was a particularly poor move in that I was sort of marking this blitzer, but in fact I left the Troll Slayer with a 1 dice easy hit on the ball carrier, or in fact this guy as well. So yeah, I basically left it a bit. But he decided not to blitz the ball carrier. Yeah, basically this one was supposed to be here, or here in fact would have been good, but here was not good. But in fact, so instead of, oh no, he stood up, so that's why he couldn't blitz. So it's the it was the Troll Slayer. But in fact, so he decided not to use the Troll Slayer to attack the ball carrier, but in fact he's going to try and surf the Minotaur instead. So he brings a load of players to get out of position, goes for the, so it was a 3-up Dauntless, which he made, and then got the push, and then another 3-up Dauntless, and so badly hurt my Minotaur, which is a little bit silly, because it meant that I could score pretty well, I think. So the Ogre, irrelevant bonehead down there. As long as the Troll behaves, then we'll be okay. Famous last words, but the Troll did behave, which is good. And then the Orc, I know the Orc's going to surf the runner in a minute. So the Orc can go down there, surf the runner, and then run down to provide cover. And badly hurt, but he comes back with his Apo. And then in a reasonable position down there. I think the blitzer could base me. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Could base 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, could base with a go for it, or could blitz with a 4-up dodge. But I don't think he was going to go for that one. So he's just going to try and get in the way, I think. Put the scoring threat down there. And so he's got 2 in the way there. And then I get the 2 dice and I get the POW. A push would have been pretty rubbish because then he'd been in the way. And then 3-up dodge to score with the reroll. 3-up dodge, succeeds, and go for it. Score! Hooray! So go in at, I was got blitz there, didn't I? Which is slightly ridiculous. Put the Skaven down, but he takes the Skaven out, so not interesting in the end. And he had 1 turn there. So then it's my turn, and I am a bit short. So what goes wrong here? Something goes wrong, basically. So my plan is to drive down the middle, get into his end zone, and then sort of stay there if possible. But yeah, basically, no, that's all right. So yeah, so drive down the middle and then get deep into his end zone and sort of stay there and try and score, basically. Doesn't go very well, to be honest. So he engages all my players pretty much, and then this is where it all goes horribly wrong, with 2 bonehead and a really stupid in quick succession, putting me in a whole world of pain. So the idea was that the Troll was going to get rid of this guy, and then the Ogre was going to, in fact that was Martin, no, Martin, he was going to blitz to hit this guy and then come around here, he was going to block, and then the Ogre would be free to move and provide assistance when the Dark Elf ran over there, and then had some various other helpers as well. But because those 2 were in trouble, I went for the running away option. And then getting duffed. So here I'm just in a terrible situation. 2 people left the pitch in quick succession, so that was an Orc and the Marauder, and I am really, really short of players now. So for the next few turns, I basically run around. So I'm very much going to take the draw at this stage, despite being 1-1 at the half. Another Goblin off the pitch with a failed dodge. No, I say another Goblin, the only Goblin. He's still not putting pressure on the ball, which is great, so I'm able to run over there and get out of distance again, which is cool. Still got rerolls available, but he is still duffing me up quite majorly. At this point now he has got enough pressure on the ball, so I can't get away from this runner. I definitely can't get away from the runner, and although that would have been, I suppose I could have left myself at the mercy of the runner. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so if I'd gone here, I suppose I could have left myself at the mercy of the runner, but he could have got 2 dice with 2 go for it's with the long beard. So I decided not to do that. So here I'm going to punt the ball up the pitch. So just stand a few players up. I was thinking about dodging this player out and then passing to him, but it wasn't worth the 3+3 roll, I don't think. So dodging out and throwing the ball all the way in there. So I got the ball to there. Bounce to there would have been nice. Inaccurate pass might have been quite cool. Could have scattered in the right direction. Basically, long bombed it down the pitch and hoping that 4 turns is not enough for him to score. Yeah, no, a failed pickup would be nice. Anything like that, or if I can get anything on the ball. So he's got the ball, made the pickup straight away. Not a lot I can do here. Dark Elf got free, which is quite cool. He runs the runner forward, and at this point I'm thinking, ooh, Ogre Blitz, 4-up dodge. But he's going to kibosh that one in a minute by bringing someone around, I think. Yeah, so that was that a 4-up dodge or a 3-up dodge? It was a 4-up dodge. So yeah, so that blocker coming around there on a 4-up dodge. And then yeah, the 1 dice block. I suppose it was with a reroll, so that's okay. And so I made the dodge, but with a reroll, and then blitzing and got the skull. This game can be cruel sometimes, can be very cruel. And then I'm a bit stuffed, basically. Not a lot I can do here. I'm doing my best. He fouls and gets sent off, but stunned Dark Elf is fine. So here I'm going to go for the 2 dice uphill, I think. 3, 4, 5, 6, go for it. Yeah, so 3+ dodge, 2+ go for it, and then 2 dice uphill. Made the dodge, and then failed to go for it. And killed myself. Brilliant. And then he scored. So that was a really frustrating game to finish the Saturday on. Yeah, just those 2 boneheads in the middle. I suppose my big guys had been fairly well behaved before then, but that was not good. Game 5 coming soon. Game 5 is an absolute corker. No, Game 4. Game 4 has happened. So Game 4 is coming up on video soon and was amazing. So tune back in for that one.